Back out to the airport we go. I know we've been talking about this TSA closure and the lines yesterday. Wasn't too bad this morning. It is a much different story.
So it does start to build. Let's get out there. Oh, looks good now, Morgan.
Hey guys, good morning. I know I was about to say it is finally cleared up. I mean, it feels like night and day just from when I was out here around 4 o'clock this morning. I mean, people were lined up on the escalator, the stairs. This line was wrapped all around the corner. It was like a double line. Now it is finally smoothed out. So hopefully it stays like this. I'm sure the next hour it's going to be pretty clear. But this has all just been a result of all these TSA security checkpoints being closed. So Terminal A West, Terminal C, Terminal F. They're all shut down, and so therefore E and D, that's where we are now. It's just been packed. We know B was just as packed earlier as well, and the closures are all a result of the partial government shutdown. So here's the operating hours for TSA. Terminal A East, 4:15 a.m. through 10:15 p.m., but pre-check is going to close at 6:30. Terminal B, 3:30 a.m. through 9:30 p.m., and then D and E, 3 a.m. through 10:30 p.m. If you guys or people are still trying to get here, the good news is the free American Airlines shuttle, that's still running as usual. So that's going to connect A West, A East, B, C, and F. And then officials here at the airport are urging travelers to get here at least 2.5 hours early for domestic flights and 3.5 hours early for international flights. But again, it is clearing out where we are in terminals D and E. So hopefully the wait times won't be too long. The last I checked, I think it was about 14 minutes, but we know they weren't even updating the wait list time. So, you know, it's kind of like you get up here and you just have to wait and see how long it's actually really going to take. So we'll keep you guys updated. Hey, real quick question. What are your thoughts on all the long lines?
I don't know. We haven't experienced them yet. We just got here.
You just got here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was looking crazy earlier. This is smooth sailing. So, all right. Well, safe travels.
Thank you.
So just trying to talk to passengers all day at the airport. I'm jealous of a lot of people going to Florida today, guys.
Puts you in a good mood. Yeah, get away and get some of that warm weather. Lucky them, right? We're all jelly. Thank you, Morgan.
And once you can get through, it is 5:09. Let's take it to Montgomery County. A multi-million-dollar lottery winner in Wynnewood.
So they sold it at the Sunoco. So that's the gas station that's over at 330 East Lancaster Avenue on Monday night. So where is that? It's like across from the old Whole Foods. There's like the Nothing Bundt Cakes is right across the street. So the ticket was a match 6, and it's worth about, we'll just round it to $6 million, right? Yeah, $6 million, $5.8 million. So a store clerk says the person who won is a regular who always takes random ticket numbers.
He never picks his numbers. So what are the odds of that?
I play Powerball and match 6.
Match 6?
Yeah.
That was the winner. He played match 6, the person who won.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm.
Have you ever won before?
Maybe next time.
So we know it's a man. That's what we got from the clerk. She's like, what are the odds? I guess they're pretty good as anything else right there. So it is a lucky store. Just this year alone, they've had big significant winners. They've won, somebody won basically $100,000 in August. And then the day after that, someone won $200,000. There have been people that have won multiple jackpots at this location, though. So the Pennsylvania Lottery is a Fox 29 sponsor.
Yeah, you see all the winners right there. A $200,000 winner. Mm-hmm. I know where I'm going after work. It is 5:11.
So take a look in your freezer. Big recall alert right there. There's something that's very popular that is being recalled. And a candle scent that you might need, K-N-E-A-D. It's rising.
Hey, this is Mickey Morandini with the Philadelphia Phillies. Happy anniversary, 250 years. You guys don't look a day over 249, but I hope we have another 250. God bless America.
Yeah, we certainly have been waiting on those sunny, warmer days as we look live outside. 5:14, 34 degrees, another chilly start.
So I want March to get the memo. It's supposed to come in like a lion and go out like a lamb. I need it to start to lambify with the temperatures.
Well, you know what? I think we will be able to do that as we get a warming trend, at least toward the end of the weekend. And then, well, we'll see what happens after that. Anyway, it's starting to get a little busier down the airport. Warming trend starts today. And then we will have a milder first weekend of spring. Hooray. A few shower chances here and there, but most of them are at night. So here's your surface map. Not a whole lot going on. High pressure will end up being our weather maker. It's down there by the Gulf, and we are seeing nothing anymore on Ultimate Doppler. There was a little bit of activity when we got here this morning at 4 a.m. There's your rain moving through, probably 8, 9 o'clock at night. Tomorrow night, and that's just another kind of a weak disturbance, so it shouldn't really make much of a difference. And it is going to warm up a little bit on Saturday during the day and even warmer on Sunday. So that's something to look forward to, though. Our next chance of rain after that, our next decent chance anyway, is Sunday night with a cold front. Not as strong as last Sunday night, or Monday night, I should say, but we will have another cold front coming through. So yeah, we got to 68 degrees during the day on Monday. Then those storms hit, and the next day was 43. Yesterday was only 40. Now the warming trend starts. 50 degrees today, 63 tomorrow for the first day of spring, and 65 on Saturday. And we have 68 degrees for Sunday. That's pretty close to 70. Very nice for the first weekend of spring. Cools down a little bit after that, but not for long. By the time we get to the Phillies game on the 26th, which is a week from today, Bob Kelly, Phillies home opener, how about 62 degrees?
We'll take it. That's going to be a good one. Yeah. With no rain in sight. Those opening days sometimes have been a little tricky with the rain. Morning, everybody. Here's a live look down at Philly International Airport. Morgan's been down there all morning long. What was a traffic jam right out of the gate this morning has definitely cleaned up, eased up a little bit. Keep going there, Chris Fox. Let's see how long that line goes, all the way over to the right. And again, just like we all know at the airport, it's hit and miss, all right? Because flights obviously are taking off all morning long. So you got a pretty good line. And again, give yourself extra time because of the whole security checkpoint. Be ready to maybe check your bags in one terminal and then have to go upstairs and go through security at a different terminal and then walk back to the original terminal where your gate is. That's where my daughter Madison, she's down there at the airport. She's heading down to Clearwater with a bunch of friends. So some travel tips. First of all, right now, only 3 delays and 2 cancellations once you get through all of the security and all the lines. Also, don't go by these TSA wait times that are up on their website. Nobody's updating them. We don't have enough people to work the TSA machines, let alone update the computer. So the TSA wait times are inaccurate. Yesterday, there were a couple of reports like, 2-minute delay, 3-minute delay. They're totally false. So again, there's nobody that's really updating them except us down there live with a camera. Avoid one of the stressors, right? The parking is a big one. Maybe have somebody drop you off. Use the Uber or those prepaid parking lots that have the shuttle. And if you're planning your trip for, say, next week or the week after, maybe check for flights at some other airports that may be less congested. Newcastle, Atlantic City. I say it all the time. From King of Prussia, you can be to the Lehigh Valley Airport quicker than you can get down to Philly International when you factor in construction and traffic on the Schuylkill Expressway. 95, not bad at all. Out of Northeast Philadelphia, looking good there as we look live near the Betsy Ross Bridge. Thomas and Karen, back over to you.
All right, keep it flowing, Bob. Thank you. 5:18, developing at this hour. Iran continues to attack its neighbors, including setting Qatari natural gas facilities on fire. President Trump at this hour threatening to attack the world's largest gas field in Iran if the country continues to launch strikes on Qatar. The Pentagon is asking right now for more than $200 billion for its continued efforts in Iran. The developments coming as several top Iranian leaders were killed over the past few days, including the country's security chief and intelligence minister. Israel is promising to take out more top Iranian officials. In response, Iran is launching strikes targeting residential areas near Tel Aviv.
And You know, the gas prices are going up right now by about $1 across our area in the tri-state. AAA says the national average right now for a gallon of regular gas is now $3.84, which is 25 cents higher than it was a week ago. And over the course of this conflict, it's up at least 90 cents a gallon. So we are all paying more.
The confirmation hearing for Senator Mark Wayne Mullen began yesterday. President Trump nominated the Oklahoma Republican to be the next Homeland Security Secretary. Democrats pressed Mullen on his prior comments on Alex Preddy, who was shot and killed by federal agents in Minnesota. Mullen had called Preddy a, quote, deranged individual. Others wanted to know how Mullen would differ from outgoing Secretary Kristi Noem.
What Secretary Noem did was give the green light to lawless behavior. Are you going to give the green light to lawless behavior?
I will operate within the parameters and the policies and the laws that you guys set for me.
And the Constitution of the United States.
Of course, the Constitution
the Fourth Amendment.
I think before
The Senate Homeland Security Committee is scheduled to vote on Mullen's confirmation today. If it clears the committee, it will then go to the full Senate for a vote.
Yeah, interesting confrontation with Rand Paul there. All right, let's get to Chester County, where the state police trooper who was killed in the line of duty last week was laid to rest before so many in Downingtown. Yeah, they came out, sea of blue there in that church in St. Joe's out there in Downingtown to remember the life of Trooper Timothy O'Connor, Corporal. He was shot and killed during that horrible traffic stop when he pulled over an erratic driver who then later took his life. So you can see it's packed, all the people that came out there to pay their respects. It was his wife, Casey, who eulogized him.
He wanted to be the best in every aspect of his life. The best husband, the best friend, the best father, the best son, the best Eagles fan.
Yeah, she even got to go birds in there. Look at all the people that came out there. There were so many in law enforcement departments from all over our area, the country, complete strangers that came to pay their respects, and they gave him that final salute as he was driven with that escort off.
Time now, 5:21. There is a student from the University of Alabama who is missing right now in Spain. 20-year-old James Gracie from Chicago was in Barcelona for spring break this week, visiting friends studying abroad. A friend says he last saw James right outside a nightclub around 3 a.m. Tuesday morning. A family spokesperson says police in Spain found his phone during the arrest of another person, but did not say if that person has anything to do with his disappearance.
Okay, just kind of gross. Aldi, grocery store, of course, great prices, great products. They have a recall right now of one of their frozen foods because of, get ready for this one, contamination possibly with rodent hair. How about that for a ratatouille? So according to the FDA, it revolves around the Simple Nature Spinach Bites sold in stores in our area. We're not showing you what it is, but you can believe it if you bought those spinach bites in Pennsylvania and Maryland. And obviously, if you bought it, you can bring it back and get a refund.
It's the new spinach with hair. It kind of cleans you out.
It's yeah, it's fiber. You didn't even know.
It's the new trend. Well, this one's trending. Do you love the smell of fresh bread?
Oh, smells like when you walk into a bakery, it's like warmth and home. Well, now they've made a candle. They put it in there. So this is the Bath and Body Works people. So it is called the homemade sourdough, and they're bringing it out next week. It says it has notes of sourdough bread, whipped butter, and olive oil, part of their Rooted series of scents. The other ones in this line are a carrot and nectarine, and also a tomato scented candle.
So you can stay hungry all the time.
Home and hearth.
Tease. 5:23.
So what do you think of this move? My kid was bringing this one up. The Eagles fans making another move.
A quarterback deal and a very familiar name could be headed to Philly.
He doesn't need his name up in lights. He just wants.
When you shop at Giant,
Freeland more. The Eagles reportedly wheeling and dealing still, this time for a quarterback. It seems Andy Dalton is coming to Philadelphia in exchange for a 7th-round pick in the 2027 draft. The 38-year-old Dalton was a 2011 second-round pick for the Cincinnati Bengals. After 9 seasons with them, he's become a bit of an NFL journeyman. The Eagles will be his 6th NFL team. Phillies and Braves yesterday. Andrew Painter on the mound. Great outing for him. Pitched 4 innings, allowed only 1 hit and struck out 3 batters. However, the Phils went on to lose 3-2. They'll play with a split squad tomorrow against the Twins and the Rays. To college hoops, Penn men's basketball team taking on Illinois tonight in the NCAA round of 64. This is the first time since 2018 that the Quakers are in the big dance. And the first 4 of the NCAA tournament finished last night. Lehigh taking on Prairie View A&M. Unfortunately, the Mountain Hawks season came to a close, losing to the Panthers 67-55. That is sports in a minute. Have a great day, everyone.
Yes, let's also talk about St. Joe's. They are moving on in the NIT. So we're always happy for them. So they upset Colorado State in their first round of that tournament, 69-64. So they will be taking on Cal in Berkeley in the sound round Sunday night. Also, Penn is missing one of its, well, it's sick. We'll see if he plays or not. Power when they take on their game tonight, late game.
Let's talk about the Fly Guys here. The Flyers taking on the Anaheim Ducks in overtime at the Honda Center last night. Luke Glendenning had a solid showing, scoring his first goal in 78 games. Noah Cates netted his 2nd overtime win of the season, and Dan Vladar made 34 saves. The Flyers take this one 3-2.
All right, police are still searching for the guy who punched a female crossing guard in the face. Hank.
Yeah, good morning, guys. And that was Monday last night at a council meeting out here in Darby. Voters were asking community leaders why there hasn't been an arrest yet. And meanwhile, what do Darby police have for an update today? We'll get into all of it coming up.
Shared values are the cornerstone of any strong community. Principles that guide every decision. Family first, honesty, communication, continuous improvement, and community. We have built Grungo Law around those values. People contact us when they need help, and they deserve to be treated with dignity. I am certified by the Supreme Court of New Jersey as a civil trial attorney. Grungo Law. We will change the way you think about a personal injury law firm.
To the beach, eat, let's go get away. They say what they gonna say. Have a drink, clink, found the blue light. Bad witches like me, it's hard to come by.
Having lots of fun on The Masked Singer last night. How about this? It was a double elimination.
All shall be revealed coming up in just a bit. Welcome back to Good Day Philadelphia on this Thursday, pre-Friday, as we often like to say. So very nice to have you with us. So we'll get back to the cat with the hat in just a little bit. Let's talk about your Thursday forecast.
Well, guess what? This just in, arriving in just a moment, one Susario and one other Bob Kelly.
We're supposed to be right here.
Well, that's all right. Things don't often
all the
work
way
out.
over here. Now we got to walk all the way back.
No,
You got one job.
that's right. Here, we'll just cut to the chase because, you know, it's early. Weather by the numbers shows our number of the day to be an 8. Not bad because we're beginning a warming trend today. Very excited about that with some sun and some clouds mixed in throughout the day, but a higher temperature than we got yesterday, which was only 40 degrees. 30s right now. Still got to bundle up at the bus stop, kids, at least for today. We'll see how we do tomorrow. Hopefully a little bit better. Temperatures mostly staying in the 40s throughout the day, which is still below average, but better than yesterday. 34 degrees, a little bit above freezing, southerly wind at 7 miles an hour. That's where we are right now. Most of our temperatures are either side of freezing at the moment, but the feels like temperatures, many of them, most of them are in the 20s. So you still got to wear that winter coat, at least for today. No precipitation anymore. We had a little bit when we got here this morning, just showing up on radar, not on the ground. 40 degrees was our high yesterday. The average is 53. So we will be closer to that today by about 4 o'clock when we get to a high of 50 degrees, a milder afternoon, and sunset at 7:12. That is your Thursday forecast. Bob Kelly, last day of winter. Yay!
Woo! Spring tomorrow.
10:46.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. 5:31. We got
One of those days, right?
It is one of those days. It's crazy. A lot of stuff going on. And, of course, the big one is the airport. But let's go out and check the speedometer readings on this Thursday. Not that bad. All the major roadways looking good. No problems on the Schuylkill or I-95. We're going to zoom on into an accident in Northeast Philadelphia just popped up here. Knights Road between Academy and Street Road. Police are on the scene there. South Philadelphia. Hey, they have open practice for all the basketball teams today down here at the what's it called? The Xfinity Mobile Arena. So all day today, the teams will be, it's free admission to go down and watch them practice. Not a game, it's practice for the big game tomorrow. Headlights heading south on 95 down toward the airport. Down at the airport, Morgan's been down there all morning. It's been a rough go, stacked and packed in the security lines and kind of like a roller coaster ride as flights, of course, are taking off all morning long. And this is the beginning of spring break. We have the 3 security checkpoints that are closed. Only 3 delays, though. We have to get through all of those delays and the lines. 3 delays, 2 cancellations. And just be aware, TSA is not updating those wait times on their website. We don't have enough TSA workers to run the machines. They're not worried about those wait times, so they're inaccurate. Maybe give yourself a chance to take an Uber down there. Avoid the whole parking crunch that's going to be down there. And if you're planning a trip for next week or maybe the Easter holiday, and you hear us talking about all this stuff down at PHL, maybe check some of the other airports that are close by. They may give you an easier trip in and out of town for the Easter break. Karen and Thomas, back over to you.
It's certainly worth a look. Bob, thank you. It is 5:33, Delaware County at this hour. Day 2, and the search continues for the man who punched a female crossing guard right in front of a bus full of children. There is a $5,000 reward this morning.
So people gave the elected leaders there an earful last night, Hank.
Well, they were, because they came out to this meeting last night. I mean, you'll hear from one woman who says she even took out a babysitter to come to this community meeting last night to ask public safety questions, and says that what she heard instead was bickering over procedure and who got what office. Not a good look, guys. But yeah, $5,000 reward out of the office of Senator Anthony Williams. But last night at a council meeting, people were looking for answers. Council came to order last night, as it typically would on a Wednesday night. Questions, concerns, minutes, these sorts of things. But Monday's assault on a school crossing guard came into focus. One where a man got out of a car right outside of Walnut Street Elementary School, about a half mile from where we are here at the Darby Police Department, chased down the guard and then slugged her. Taxpayers leaned into community leaders for bickering instead last night. Everyone, however, seems to want the attacker caught.
You can't, every time you get uncomfortable, you're going to recess. It doesn't work like that. Read your report. Madam President, we have to read this report.
I had somebody watch my 2 toddlers so I could come here to listen to what's going on in our community. And because y'all want to argue back and forth, nothing's getting done. That was a waste of time.
The fact that stuff like this, violence and different things like this is happening in our community, those are the answers we need to get and make sure we're providing safety for our children.
We will catch you and we will prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law, especially when you're harming somebody that's entrusted with the safety of our kids. That is sick.
Yeah, it is sick, but Senator Anthony Williams, again, has put out a $5,000 reward for information leading up to the arrest of the attacker. Darby Police Chief Joe Gabe told Fox 29 last night that Darby Police had absolutely made a big step forward yesterday. We believe that they have identified the car that the attacker got out of, and good police work. Procedural 1, 2, 3s after that might very well lead them up to the identity of that attacker and possibly to an arrest. We'd love to hear them make that announcement at some point today. But until they do, we can assume that they need further information. Someone watching right now may have a little something. So give Darby Police a phone call if you do have anything to add to this investigation. Meanwhile, guys, voters out here nonplussed just a bit at what they regarded to be a bad focus from community leaders last night instead of what they regarded to be the main focus, which is safety. Guys.
Always safety. All right. Thank you, Hank. Let's talk about, potholes all over the place, sinkholes all over the place. How about a water department truck? It's a dump truck got swallowed by a sinkhole, obviously a very heavy vehicle. So this is over on Wishart Street, about 11 on Tuesday in Kensington. So there were some potholes there by one of the speed humps, and then it just created an unsafe situation and it fell in. I don't even know if it was out there to do some of the work for a water main break or whatever, but anyway, people have been reporting and saying, look, this is going to be a problem, then something bad's going to happen, and guess what? Something bad happened.
I was in shock because I was like, it's ridiculous with how many times we've called and they didn't come out to fix it, and now look what happened.
Now look what happened. All right, so now they're out there. So clearly the water department out there, I don't know if that's what it was involved in the first place. So in any event, nobody was injured. That is the good news. A little bit of awkward timing with what's going on with TSA. But anyway, the airport says it's getting ready to welcome all of our visitors that will come this summer.
Well, at least they'll have something to do as they wait. PHL wants to start the party early for visitors this year. In fact, as soon as they step off the plane, they have all those fun activities right there. They're offering a lot of activities to coincide with March Madness, the PGA Championship, the MLB All-Star Game, the FIFA World Cup. They have Pop-A-Shot games, they have mini golf games, and sports simulators.
We're working really hard to deliver the best experiences and the best culture with the best food and the best services, delivered by the very best people in the world.
We're on the goalie in soccer. It's from all the great sports.
The airport calling the events PHL 2026, our year to host the world, and what a year it's going to be. Turn up the dance floor. Get ready.
How much fun? Lady Gaga and a Beyonce-themed dance party. No Adele, but you will definitely get your Lady Gaga and your Beyonce in our area. Oh, we'll tell you when that's happening.
Why am I obsessing about the
right, this is going to be a super fun event. If you love music, love to dance, and you are a fan of either Lady Gaga or Beyonce or both.
This ain't Texas, ain't no hold 'em. Lay our cards down, 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 down.
Cowboy Carter breaking records. It was released back in 2024. Now Riot Nerd is bringing a dual Beyonce and Lady Gaga themed dance party to Underground Arts in Philly. It's going to take place next Friday. It's going to feature separate rooms with Lady Gaga and Beyonce focused DJ sets. The party starts at 10 o'clock. Tickets right around $21 if you buy them in advance, but I believe it's like one ticket. You can go to both dance parties.
It's right around like 12th. It's in the Spring Garden neighborhood for neck of the woods, so lots of fun. Netflix is bringing us, I love our Scooby-Doo. I think we're both fans. You got it. So who is going to be in the cast to bring those characters to life?
You know we got a mystery to solve, so Scooby-Doo, be ready for your act. Don't hold back. And Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack.
So in this casting, there'll be Maxwell Jenkins to be Fred, Tanner Hagen as Shaggy, Abby Ryder Forston is her name, as Velma, in addition to the previously announced casting of McKenna Grace as Daphne. So a whole new, you know, obviously, because didn't we do like Sarah Michelle Gellar? Wasn't she in that one back in the day? So we met the husband on it. So it is called the modern reimagining of our classic cartoon. So we don't know when it will be coming out on Netflix.
Stay tuned. Jinkies. 5:42, it was a double elimination on The Masked Singer.
For you to see what your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be.
What fun. Not a great song. So, Carrot, who went home? We'll tell you after the break.
Brady hit.
Okay, just bring your inner sunshine. Channel that, like the sun's coming out today, and we can just like turn our faces up with the sun and feel it. Because you may have some stress if you head down to the airport. Usually it's pretty busy at around this time.
4 o'clock, it was a mess. 5 o'clock looked a lot better. We're approaching the 6 o'clock hour and...
Doo-doo-doo, looks good.
Yeah.
And yes, it is light right now. I mean, this is just the line. So clearly a lot different from 4 o'clock and 5 a.m. when it was wrapped around the corner, down the hallway. People were, stacked up on the steps, the escalator. So this isn't bad. I mean, even the wait list time says 25 to 30 minutes. I don't even think that's right. I know they were delayed in updating the board, but there's really not a wait right now. So we're glad that things have finally slowed down. But earlier when it was chaotic, that was a mess. That was because of all the closed TSA security checkpoints. So Terminal A West is shut down, Terminal C and Terminal F. So right now we've been hanging out at D and E, which was packed earlier. We know B was packed earlier as well. And the closures, they're all a result of the partial government shutdown. So we do have the operating hours for TSA if you have to come to the airport this week. Terminal A East, that's going to be from 4:15 a.m. through 10:15 p.m. But pre-check is going to close at 6:30. Terminal B 3:30 to 9:30 p.m. and then D&E 3 a.m. through 10:30 p.m. And then the Free American Airlines shuttle, that's going to continue running as usual. So that connects A West, A East, B, C, and F. And right now, officials here at the airport, they're recommending travelers arrive 2.5 hours early for domestic flights and 3.5 hours early for international flights. And of course, make sure you're checking in with your app and whatnot, because again, we've seen a lot of delays and cancellations this week. So again, it's not bad at all right now, guys.
Yay, we pushed everybody, came earlier. They listened to it, so that was great. They'll get on their flights,
there
no
we go.
Misconnections. Well done. Thanks, Morgan.
They are heeding the warnings, Bob Kelly. Thanks to you as well.
Yeah, well, you know what? And again, it's just like a roller coaster ride, because obviously flights, we'll get ready for that second wave now of flights that leave during that 6 o'clock hour out of Philly International. So no matter what day or what time, obviously just give yourself plenty of extra time down there. An accident up in Northeast Philly, Knights Road and Academy Road. And Morgan pointed out they're not updating the wait times on the TSA website. So don't look at that and think, there's no problem. It's only a 3-minute wait. Get down there. And again, you have to make sure you have plenty of time for the parking, plenty of time to check in. If you're checking bags, you may have to check bags at one terminal, get checked in at another, and then back to that other terminal where your flight will be taking off from. So again, there's a lot of folks down there with spring break. SEPTA jumping on board here with some problems, equipment issues on the Broad Street subway this morning, and a crew issue. Somebody took the day off, so we got delays on the Thorndale line this morning. We got a great show for you tonight. Come on. I found a spot. It's called Yo Coffee. It's a drive-through coffee spot. You don't even have to get out of your car. Perfect for moms with the kids during the day. A great bakery. I made some cannolis. You're going to love this spot. A little spa time for me as well. I had to put the cucumbers on my eyes. I got a good BYOB over in Haddonfield and some pizza down here on Spring Garden. We do it all tonight, 7 o'clock. Kelly Drives right here on Fox 29. Coming in from Chester County, again, kind of quiet, no problems at all on the bypass heading into KOP. All right, forecast for today and the weekend ahead. Subi's got it in 15 seconds.
See that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there?
Yeah.
I only paid...
Enjoy your new car. Yeah, you too. It's a Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Lease an all-wheel drive Hyundai Tucson SE for $209 a month, or get 0% APR plus 0 payments for 90 days. Hurry in.
So much talk about what's going on at the airport. I thought we would take a look at outside of the airport and see how we're doing on this Thursday morning. A pretty tranquil morning. The high winds are gone, but it is still cold out there, at least for this morning. But today is the day we start a bit of a warming trend. And the first weekend of spring, because spring starts tomorrow, is coming up, and it looks like it will be mild for that first weekend. A few shower chances here and there, but most of them are at night. We don't have really anything to show you on our surface map, so we'll move on to the ultimate Doppler radar picture. When we got here, there were snow flurries showing up on radar, but they are gone, and I don't even know if they made it to the ground. So tomorrow night, around 8, 9 o'clock, you might see a few showers with another frontal system coming through, but it doesn't mean we won't be warming up on Saturday, because we will. And then there's another chance on Sunday night into Monday morning. So those are our next couple of chances of rain. Let's get right to that 7-day forecast. Get you ready for the weekend. 50 degrees today. Look at tomorrow, 63 for the first day of spring. We'll even start off above freezing on Friday morning. 65 degrees on Saturday, a high close to 70 on Sunday. A little bit of shower possible on Monday morning, but it will be cooler and much chillier on Tuesday. But that's not going to last because we're back to seasonable 50s by Wednesday. And a week from today is the Phillies home opener. And now we're looking at a high somewhere around 60 degrees during the day. That sounds pretty good to me. Let's make sure it doesn't rain and we'll be fine.
Sounds excellent. Sue, thank you.
Okay, it was Star Trek night on The Masked Singer. They also had a double elimination. First up, let's listen to Galaxy Girl. I love that there's like Klingons in the audience. So the song, obviously, Lights by Ellie Goulding. So the judges guessed Taylor Momsen, Avril Lavigne, and Hilary Duff. Next up, Cat Witch.
I'm on the floor, I love to dance, so give me more, till I can't stand. Get on the floor, like it's your last chance.
Yeah, really fun. So that song, Starships by Nicki Minaj. Judges guessed one of the members of Cat's Eye, Vanessa Lachey, and Jamie Lynn Spears. Up next, Stingray.
Look what you've done, oh yeah. I'm a star boy. Look what you've done, oh yeah. I'm a star boy.
Stingray sang Starboy by The Weeknd. The judges guessed maybe Chris Tucker, Jordan Fisher, or Evan Ross. Next up, 14 Karat Carrot.
You're a shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see what you could truly be.
14 Karat Carrot sang Shining Star by Earth, Wind & Fire. The judges guessed Craig Robinson, maybe Steve Harvey or Cat Williams. Well, let's see who is under the mask.
Trailblazers, the one and only Judge Greg Mathers! Take it off! There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Actor, musician, and my brother, Evan Ross!
So 14 Karat Carrot was revealed to be Emmy Award-winning Judge Greg Mathis, and then the Stingray is musician Evan Ross, the son of Diana Ross. The semifinals of The Masked Singer airs next Wednesday right here on Fox 29 at 8 o'clock.
Talk to my communicator. What was it, like this? Live long and prosper?
There you go.
Live long and prosper. Coming up on the show, let's talk about the Phillies. 1 week away from opening day, so excited. So we want to take a look at some of the new giveaways. I love the theme nights. We'll go through some of those coming up this morning on Good Day.
Good Day Philadelphia is
Welcome back. It is 5:56. Looking live outside. We're going to check on your weather and traffic coming up at the top of the hour.
Do you ever feel like you just want to scream? Like just let it all out, like just from the bottom of your soul, like a primal scream?
I feel like you have. You've thought about this a couple of times.
Basically daily. So there's a place where you can do exactly that. Should be a lot of fun. Also, we're going to be live in Delco, some Olympic hopefuls and many other fun steaks we like to eat on the show as well.
Oh, that we do. All right, we're going to be screaming our way into the 6 o'clock hour right after this. Karen back at 9. I'll see you for the after show at 10. Be safe.
They say break.
From the Fox 29 studios, this is Good Day Philadelphia.
Hey, TSA. More travel troubles. We have seen some very long lines right at, well, people taking their 6 o'clock flights. It's thinned out a little bit now, but it has not been good. 3 checkpoints closed.
And police are still searching for a suspect after a crossing guard was assaulted in Darby Borough. And there's now a $5,000 reward for any information. Plus.
That ball is crushed deep into the night, into the second deck. Wow! Solo home run, Kyle Schwarber.
Are you ready for some baseball? 1 week from today, the Phillies opening day at Citizens Bank Park. Hopefully we'll see a lot of that. Good day, everybody. It is Thursday, March the 19th, 2026. I have a big announcement to make.
What's your big announcement?
It's huge. I'm getting a vasectomy. I'm going to inject myself with Ozempic, and I'm moving to Finland. I'll explain this later on this hour.
That's a lot going on.
It's a lot. I can handle it.
Okay.
All right.
Give him a coffee.
Yeah, maybe that's what he needs, coffee. He ain't got to do all that. Just get some caffeine.
All right, coffee's on the way.
Coffee's on the way, all right.
All right, here's Sue.
Wait, it's not April 1st yet. Okay.
Oh, no.
No?
This is real.
Okay. Boy, the details to follow, and we're all on the edge of our seat. But let's get outside to the Parkway and see what it looks like on this Thursday morning. Well, still dark and still cold. Yeah, we're at another cold start this morning, but this afternoon will be about 10 degrees better than it was yesterday. So we're starting a warming trend. We'll give you an 8 out of 10 for your number of the day. Bus stop buddy for this morning at the bus stop, still kind of bundled up. Don't forget your shades. You will need them later on. Sunrise is happening a little bit after 7 o'clock, and temperatures getting into the 50s later on. 35 right now, so at least we're above freezing. And let's see if we have a wind chill. Temperatures are either side of freezing. Not too much. Feels like 30 out there. So that's better already. Snow up to our north. Nothing here. That's good. Yesterday's high only 40 degrees. You could feel that chill in the air. Wasn't as blustery, but it was still cold. Today, 50, 51 degrees by about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's just round it to 50. A milder afternoon than yesterday, and your sunset time is 7:12. So not bad, huh? For the last day of winter, Bob Kelly. Bob Kelly.
We'll take it. Nifty 50. TikTok 6 o'clock. Good morning, Subi. Morning, everybody. Here's a live look at Philadelphia International Airport, where all the jams have been so far this morning. Traffic jams in the lines out here. 422. Earlier accident out near Boyertown, but no problems or delays here as you're coming around the curve heading in toward King of Prussia. Accident in Northeast Philly at Knights between Academy and Street Road to look out for. And then SEPTA running with equipment issues on the Broad Street subway, delays there. A crew issue this morning on the Thorndale line. So we're out of the gate there. And here's kind of the map. Same deal as yesterday with the closed security terminals. You got 3 closed, 3 open. Keep in mind, my daughter had to go down. She was at the airport this morning. She said, she had to check her bags in one terminal, then go through security through the other terminal, only to get back to the C terminal, which is where her flight was taking off. And just a couple of tips. First of all, the biggest part of your trip is going to be the parking garage, and then, of course, the baggage check and the security. There's only 3 delays and 2 cancellations. However, do not pay attention to those TSA wait times that are on their website. They're inaccurate. The TSA is not updating those wait times. We don't have enough TSA agents to work the machines, let alone update the computer system. So, again, don't go by that. Again, avoid the parking crunch. Get someone to drop you off. Maybe use an Uber or sign up for one of those parking rides where they take the shuttle. And if you're planning a trip like 2 weeks from now over to Easter holiday and you're worried, you hear us talking about all of this, check some of the flights out of the other airports that are a little further away. I always said it yesterday, from King of Prussia, you could be to Lehigh Valley International quicker than sitting on the Schuylkill to get down to Philly International. Mike and Alex, back over to you.
Maybe we should do the old eye check. Just look, have an eyewitness out at the airport.
I think we have one down there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Her name is Morgan.
Her name is Morgan. And a lot of people trying to leave for spring break today and tomorrow, right? Hello, Morgan.
Hey, guys. Good morning. Yeah, that's me. I'm checking on all the things here at the airport. Now, earlier, it was pretty chaotic. It was actually the craziest that I've ever seen it. It was packed. So we're in terminals D and E. The line was wrapped all the way down the hallway, literally down this escalator, the stairs. I mean, it was jam-packed. Right now, it's completely clear. So, I mean, the wait time says about 14 to 19 minutes. I don't even think it is that long. So at least it's smooth sailing right now. But earlier, all this craziness was because all of the TSA security checkpoints that are closed. So Terminal A West, Terminal C and F all shut down. So, everybody has had to reroute to either D and E or Terminals B. And this is all a result of the partial government shutdown. So we have the operating hours for TSA, Terminal A East. That's going to be from 4:15 a.m. through 10:15 at night. But pre-check is going to close at 6:30. Terminal B is 3:30 a.m. through 9:30 p.m. and then D&E 3 a.m. through 10:30 p.m. And then the free American Airlines shuttle, that's continuing to run as well. And that connects A West, A East, B, C, and F. And right now, officials at the airport, they're recommending travelers arrive 2.5 hours early for domestic flights and then 3.5 hours early for international flights. So again, it looks good right now, but it was not looking like this a couple hours ago, even an hour ago. I mean, it was completely packed. So if you're coming to the airport now in the next 2 hours, you should be good. Mike, Alex.
Oh, the ebb and flow.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness.
And that's the thing. It's a toss-up. You don't know what you're going to get.
No.
And you don't want to be stuck with those, because I was watching earlier at 4. I mean, those lines were ridiculous.
Ridiculous. How am I going to get to Finland?
People were not happy.
Yeah, how are you going to get to Finland? And why are you going to get to Finland?
I'll explain.
We're waiting on that still.
Did you see it? The size of this one? A water department truck was swallowed up by a sinkhole.
So it happened around 11 Tuesday night on Wishart Street in Kensington. 2 potholes near a speed bump had been growing for some time. One got so bad, drivers had to avoid it. And some say they reported the sinkhole to the city. And Well, they reported it several times before this incident.
I was in shock because I was like, it's ridiculous with how many times we've called and they didn't come out to fix it, and now look what happened.
Well, the water department, for goodness sake.
Crews are working to repair the sinkhole. No one was injured, thank goodness. But what a situation for those on that street.
Well, let's throw in some good news. What do you say? The Flyers beat the Anaheim Ducks in overtime at the Honda Center last night, way out there on the West Coast. Yeah, solid showing by the Fly guys. By the way, Noah Cates, netted his second overtime win of the season. How about that? 34 saves by our goalie. Flyers win 3-2. And someone in Montgomery County is a lot richer.
How much richer?
Well, I'm thinking close to $6 million richer. Is it you?
29.
Cha-ching, cha-ching. Ooh, if I let you put your hands all over me. If I let you
Cha-ching indeed. Uh-oh. In Montgomery County, a multi-million-dollar lottery winner in Wynnewood. Well.
A winning lottery ticket was sold at the Sunoco on East Lancaster Avenue Monday night. The ticket was a match 6 worth $5,863,758.
To be exact.
Ah! A store clerk says the person who won is a regular customer who always chooses random ticket numbers.
So they do know who it is. Oh, okay. Well,
numbers. So what are the odds of that? I played Powerball and match 6.
Match 6?
Yeah.
That was the winner. He played match 6, the person who won.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm.
Have you ever won before?
Maybe next time.
Very confused.
So
is that
she
the
won?
winner? Oh, we'll figure it out.
I don't know how it works. If you only get match 6, is that not, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't gamble.
Okay. Well, customers believe that store is lucky for lottery players. A sign inside says that a more than $95,000 winning ticket was sold on August 7th last year. And another for $200,000 was sold the day after on August 8th. The Pennsylvania Lottery is a Fox 29 sponsor. So last year they had some winners and this year. So yeah, maybe they are lucky.
Well, what gas station is it?
It's the Sunoco on East Lancaster Avenue.
East Lancaster?
Mm-hmm.
Give me the exact address.
Okay, I'm going to it. 330 East Lancaster Avenue.
That's where I'll
Is that
be.
exact enough for you?
I'll be there by 11 o'clock this morning.
Lovely.
All right. All right. The Xfinity Mobile Arena is getting ready to host, as you know, several March Madness games. We have 4 tomorrow, but there's a warning if you're looking to buy tickets. I will tell you what that is. You got to be a little careful.
Tune into Fox 20.
Now, because this is a panoramic camera view, it's like, where is this? Well, look over to the right and you'll know exactly where we are. There's Independence Hall. That's right, we're in the historic district of Philadelphia. Market Street, our neighborhood. And we do see that it's tranquil this morning, no precipitation, and we're going to start a warming trend today, finally. It'll be a mild first weekend of spring, a few shower chances as we head into the weekend, but most of them will be at night. So here's the surface map. Not a lot going on. Our cold front went through a couple days ago. High pressure will be building in today and warming us up a little bit, at least better than yesterday when we only made it to 40 degrees. Nothing on radar, and here's the futurecast showing you that system coming through at night. Tomorrow night, just to usher in the first day of spring, we'll have a couple of spring showers, but it shouldn't impede any of your activities for Friday night or even early Saturday morning. Another chance on Sunday night into Monday morning. And as we head further into the season, we'll see more and more shower chances. We actually could use some rain. We're at a bit of a deficit right now. 54 54 is our average high. We got to 40 yesterday, and for today, 50 degrees, 63 tomorrow. How about that for the first day of spring? 65 on Saturday, even warmer on Sunday, with a high of 68 degrees, pretty close to 70. Now, Monday, a shower in the morning with a cold front, so that'll cool us off. So Tuesday's high is only 48 degrees. We'll bounce right back into the 50s by Wednesday. All right, Bob Kelly. Now, I know they mixed up the lanes for me because it used to be different, but this is Market Street and the exit to I-95, the first time in a year that I have been able to take that exit, and I got this video on my sunglasses.
Oh, you got those new glasses?
I said to my AI sunglasses, hey, Meta, take a video, and that's what happened, and I got on I-95.
Very good.
Safely.
I have a few things I need you to check out today on your way home. I'll give you the list, okay?
I'll just talk to my glasses.
Put your glasses on and hit go. Yeah, that ramp's open. That's a godsend for everybody down here in Old City and in Center City. Good morning, South Philadelphia. Loud look. The stadium complex, you know, we got the big games tomorrow, but there's open practice, not a game, practice today, and it's free admission to go down and watch some of the teams practice in advance of their game tomorrow. Down 95 heading south through the stadium complex, going to the airport, no problems. A couple of accidents, one in Cheltenham, Route 73, which is Cotman Avenue, right there at Central Ave. Another crash up here, Knights Road, just off of Academy Road. Oh, Conshohocken had the big parade over the weekend. Accident at Elm and Oak Street, and then delays on the Schuylkill Expressway coming into the city. Oh, we got a great Kelly Drives for you tonight. I found a coffee spot. Mike and I would love this. It's called Yo Coffee. Yo. It's a drive-through. You don't have to get out of your car. Like the brew pubs down in North Carolina, South Carolina. Great for moms with the kids. You don't have to get them all out, take them in. We got bakery, made some good cannolis. Had a little spa day for myself because it's been a little crazy, you know, with the storm coverage.
Sure.
A great BYOB and pizza, lots of pizza right here on Spring Garden Street. We do it all tonight. Bring your appetite. 7 o'clock here on Fox 29. Guys, back over to you.
All right, quick update on what happened overnight. Iran continues to attack its neighbors, including Qatar. Natural gas facilities on fire right now. And earlier this morning, Kuwait says drones hit a second oil refinery there. So President Trump is threatening to attack the world's largest gasoline and oil fields in Iran if the country continues to launch these strikes against their neighbors.
And the Pentagon is asking for more than $200 billion for its continued efforts in Iran. The developments coming as several top Iranian leaders were killed over the past few days, including the country's security chief and intelligence minister. Israel is promising to take out more top Iranian officials. In response, Iran is launching strikes targeting residential areas near Tel Aviv. And gas prices are still rising here. AAA says the national average for a gallon of regular gasoline is now $3.84. That's a full 25 cents higher than just a week ago. And it's more than 90 cents a gallon more than before the conflict started.
Yep, up 90 cents. My goodness.
Well, a student from the University of Alabama was reported missing while on spring break in Spain.
Yep. 20 years old, James Gracie from Chicago was in Barcelona for spring break this week, visiting friends studying abroad. A friend says he last saw James outside of a nightclub around 3 o'clock in the morning. This was Tuesday. A family spokesperson says police in Spain found his phone during the arrest of another person, but did not say if that person has anything to do with his disappearance. Well, you would think that they do. We'll stay on that.
But it's really scary because so many folks are traveling right now for spring break and have their kids doing study abroad.
Yeah. I'm not sure I would travel at this point anywhere near that part of the world. You want to punch up a shot of Xfinity Mobile Arena? That's all gussied up because the games in March Madness start tomorrow in South Philly. The arena is set to host 6 full games across 3 sessions. 2 tomorrow, 1 afternoon, 1 tomorrow night, and then the big game, whoever survives, will play 1 game on Sunday.
And the NCAA tournament games are a hot ticket,
Oh.
but experts are warning fans to look out for scammers. The Better Business Bureau claims many of these scams start online, often through social media or direct messages. They say the best advice is that if a price feels too good or too rushed, there's a good chance it's a scam.
And they want you to pay with like a third-party app like Zelle or a gift card, alternative methods of payment. Those are going to be your big red flags. You want to pay with a credit card so you have protections in place should the purchase go wrong.
The Better Business Bureau is also warning ticket buyers that scammers are now using AI and more advanced photo editing tools to replicate QR codes, allowing the same ticket to be sold multiple times.
Have you been getting that scam about, hey, call me back? It's about the loan you were trying to take out?
No.
That's rampant across America. I got 2 yesterday.
It was a text message?
Yeah.
At this point.
Oh, and a phone call too.
Oh, was it say?
Call me about your the loan you want for $36,000. I don't want a loan.
If I get a text message about business, I just disregard it right now as a scam, because who conducts business that way?
That's my excuse for
From a
coworkers too. I said, well, I thought it was a scam.
Nice try.
March Madness.
Yeah, so watch party is going to take place in Center City tonight.
Well, it may start today. Oh, this one's tonight. Okay.
Yeah, usually you see some that are all day.
Oh, a lot of them start at noon today. College basketball fans are invited to attend the Crystal Tea Room in the Wanamaker building. That's the one that normally starts during the middle of the day. Oh, they moved it to 7 o'clock. Okay. I know the nighttime watch party is still on, starting at 7 o'clock. Yeah, that party will feature a silent auction. What? And will raise money and awareness for Philabundance. Oh, we love that organization. The event also serves as the tip-off to a weekend slate of men's college basketball games, which will take place, as I just said, at the Xfinity Mobile Arena starting tomorrow, and then noon to 7.
So it ends at 7. Well, thank goodness we corrected
God,
that.
help me.
So that way you don't show up right when it's over.
Yeah, the games start at noon. Sweet Lord. The Philadelphia Eagles are making another move. What? A quarterback? What does that mean? This guy, you'll remember him. He's the Red Rifle, is coming to Philly.
The $5.
and more. The Eagles reportedly wheeling and dealing still, this time for a quarterback. It seems Andy Dalton is coming to Philadelphia in exchange for a 7th-round pick in the 2027 draft. The 38-year-old Dalton was a 2011 second-round pick for the Cincinnati Bengals. After 9 seasons with them, he's become a bit of an NFL journeyman. The Eagles will be his 6th NFL team. Phillies and Braves yesterday. Andrew Painter on the mound. Great outing for him. Pitched 4 innings, allowed only 1 hit, and struck out 3 batters. However, the Phils went on to lose 3-2. They'll play with a split squad tomorrow against the Twins and the Rays. To college hoops, Penn men's basketball team taking on Illinois tonight in the NCAA round of 64. This is the first time since 2018 that the Quakers are in the big dance. And the first 4 of the NCAA tournament finished last night. Lehigh taking on Prairie View A&M. Unfortunately, the Mountain Hawks season came to a close, losing to the Panthers 67-55. That is sports in a minute. Have a great day, everyone.
America began with a spark. And in Valley Forge in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, a retreat reignited a revolution. On our country's momentous 250th anniversary, it's time to reconnect, to remember, and to reignite our own spark on a retreat unlike any other. In Valley Forge in Montgomery County, we honor our past. We celebrate the present and build the future together.
Police are still searching for a suspect after a crossing guard was assaulted in Darby Borough. There is now a $5,000 reward for any information, and we'll chat with Senator Anthony Williams in the next hour about what's the latest on this investigation.
Yeah, let's find this guy. Lined up. A whole lot of people are moving through the Philly International Airport this morning. So we'll take you out there because it changes by the minute
March Madness is here, and there's one thing many men who are just watching the games, not the ones playing, are planning to get done surgically so they can take it all in. We'll chat with Dr. Mike about
Everybody knows what that is.
Snip, snip.
It's Vasectomy Thursday. Goodness gracious. There are a lot of people getting snipped right now at different hospitals and surgery centers around Philadelphia.
So if you're in the waiting room right now and you see us, because a lot of offices have us in there, good luck.
Yeah.
And enjoy your time, your recovery time.
You know, it's a ball game. Well, so to speak. Here's Sue.
To stock up on frozen peas.
Put it on your crotch?
Yeah, that's the best thing. That doctors always tell you that, frozen peas. Anyway, let's get to Ocean City, New Jersey. Look at that gorgeous sunrise. Yeah, we have a deck of clouds there, and then the sun peeking out from underneath. Well, the prettiest sunrises, in my opinion, so we'll keep an eye on that over the next half an hour or so. Check in with Bus Stop Buddy. He's still bundled up at the bus stop this morning because it's still cold. Now, temperatures are in the 30s, but a lot of our wind chills are in the 20s. We're right around freezing to get started. A little bit better than yesterday. And there's a good chance we might hit 50 degrees later on in the day. We weren't anywhere close to that yesterday, so we're getting better. 35 degrees right now. Sunrise happens officially at 7:06. We have 30 in Trenton, 31 Lancaster, 31 Millville. So basically, everybody's on one or the other side of freezing, and then a lot of our wind chills are in the 20s, but not significant. So nothing on radar. Let's go to yesterday's high temperature. Only 40 degrees. Normal was 53. It's 54 as of today. Yeah, how about that? High of 50 degrees, maybe even 51 later on, because the daylight hours are longer and longer. 7:12 is your sunset time. High of 45 down the shore and 41 in the Pocono Mountains. There's your Thursday, Bob Kelly. Looking good.
Looking good. 6:32. Good morning, everybody, on this Thursday morning. A live look behind me here. Reading, Pennsylvania, the 422 interchange. No problems or delays here. Looks like we got an accident now on the Schuylkill Expressway. It's eastbound right here in the background as you approach Montgomery Drive. So watch for a little bit of a slowdown, but otherwise not bad on all the major roadways. A couple of accidents in the neighborhood on Route 73, Cottman Avenue, crash right at Central Ave. Another accident on Knights Road between Academy and Street Road to look out for. And in Conshohocken, a crash at Elm and Oak. Of course, our big story down at the airport. Again, this is that first big wave of spring breakers. It was jammed solid this morning. If you're heading down there, keep in mind 3 security terminals are closed, 3 others are open. Give yourself time to get in there to park, get through the baggage claim, get through security checks. Right now, 17 delays, 3 cancellations, and pay no attention to those TSA wait times that are listed, because they're inaccurate. Nobody's really paying attention or even having the time to do that. So again, they're inaccurate. Get down there, give yourself that extra time, and maybe even have someone drop you off. Use the Uber or Lyft service to avoid the whole parking garage stress, and that may save things a little bit this morning. Mike and Alex, back over to you.
Hey, it's 6:34. Let's find this guy.
Because there's now a $5,000 reward to catch the man who punched a female crossing guard in front of a bus full of children.
Yep. Hank, tell us more.
Well, guys, all right, so good. It's been about 2 days. It was Monday, in fact, that a fellow jumped out of a car and punched a school crossing guard about a half a mile from here, right in front of Walnut Street Elementary School here in Darby, guys. And last night at a council meeting, community members who were looking for answers and were a bit let down to find a mayor and a council president griping at one another about things that no one outside of City Hall cares about. But take a look at the video once again at the incident on Monday where a good-sized man got out of a car outside, again, Walnut Street Elementary School in front of a bus full of kids. This is Monday. Intimidates a crossing guard, says a couple of things, and then swings, delivers a haymaker. Last night at a borough council meeting, voters looking for public safety answers directly to this say they got bickering over nonsense. Instead, they're demanding accountability and they'd like to see an arrest.
So I'm urging our community, let's all get together. So make sure whoever this violent person is, we get them off our streets, and not just in Darby, but we get them behind bars where they belong.
The heinous act that happened to that young woman who was in charge of protecting our kids, it was just so sad to hear, and hopefully, you know, the person that is responsible will be, you know, punished.
There are times where things are going to happen in a community, and we realize that. But now what we have to do is respond and try to find this individual and then make an arrest and bring this bring some peace and to the victim.
For sure. Now, Mike, Alex, Darby police may be bringing some of the accountability that voters were looking for last night. They say they've tracked down the car that the attacker got out of, and they should be able to get closer, hopefully, to identifying him through that. If you've got any information on who he is, go ahead and give them a call. Until an arrest is made, we can assume that they're still looking. But it is the office of Senator Anthony Williams that put up a $5,000 reward, guys, for information leading up to the arrest of that attacker on Monday. Police say they are making progress, but Darby voters say, listen, the procedural bickering over who gets what office, over whose staffers get hired, ahead of public safety questions like who slugged a security guard out front of Walnut Street Elementary School. Like, start thinking outside of City Hall a little bit. Maybe you've been in office too long if you're worried about offices instead of knocking out crossing guards. I need to read the room a little bit. Guys?
Yeah, so the senator's going to meet up with you. You're going to go back to the intersection. I think they hire, well, obviously they have another security guard on duty, right?
Crossing guard.
I'm waiting to hear. He was either going to meet up with us or he might be on his way in to meet with you all, so make sure someone's on the door.
Well, give me a heads up.
You give me a heads up. I don't know.
I will text him right now. Thank you, Hank. We'll see you later, 6:37. Boy, did you see the lines between 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock this morning? I bet you didn't. At Philadelphia International Airport, because as you know, 3 TSA checkpoints out of 6 are closed. Oh, what happened to my voice? Are closed.
So Morgan has been at the airport. She saw how it was earlier in that video. You were there talking to people, and you're showing us what it looks like now.
Hey guys, yeah, so it's like night and day from what it looked like around 4 o'clock this morning, 5 o'clock this morning. I mean, it was completely packed. The wait time said over 30 minutes, but I feel like it was even longer. I mean, the entire escalators were just packed, people stuck on the steps. I mean, just imagine this whole area full, wrapped around the corner, down the hall, and now wait time is about 5 minutes. So smooth sailing if you're heading to the airport right now. It was definitely a different story this morning, but this is because of all the TSA security checkpoints that are closed. So Terminal A West, Terminal C, and Terminal F, they are all shut down. And so everybody has had to reroute here to, right now we're in Terminals D and E, and then of course B earlier. But yeah, these closures are all a result of the partial government shutdown. So people that we were speaking with earlier, you know, they were upset, they were flustered, and a lot of people we spoke with agreed that they had never seen it this packed here at the airport. So we do have some operating hours for TSA if you do have to head to the airport the next few days. Terminal A East, that's going to operate from 4:15 a.m. through 10:15 at night, and pre-check is going to close at 6:30. Terminal B, 3:30 a.m. through 9:30 p.m., and then Terminals D and E, 3 a.m. through 10:30 p.m. And then that free American Airlines shuttle, that's going to continue running as per usual. So that connects A West, A East, B, C, and F. And officials with the airport, they're urging you to try to get here at least 2.5 hours early for domestic travel, and then if you're going internationally, at least 3.5 hours earlier. But again, we know that it's kind of been going, it's been packed, it's been slow, it's been packed and slow back and forth, you know, all week. And then you factor in all the delays, the cancellations, and the storms. This was just not the week to travel. So hopefully it stays like this. We'll see. But for now, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
And I'm glad you had that video. I can't believe people stopped on the staircase. And the escalator.
It was crazy.
Wow.
I'd never seen anything like it here.
And that's the thing. When you're trying to decide when to get to the airport, you might think, oh, well, what if it's like that? You know, maybe I should go early. You don't know. Right. It changes.
Well, you have your phone. You can scroll for a couple hours.
I'd rather scroll in my bed. Than
Who wants to do that?
Right. Scroll at the
same,
airport.
Alex.
Remember back in, thank you, Morgan, back when airports didn't have places to plug in your phone at every 2 feet? You had to find an outlet somewhere and then sit on the floor. Yeah.
And now, at least on American planes, they have outlets in between the seats.
Yeah. Things are so much better. You kids have it so much better than we did.
Well, the only thing is, though,
I used to have to go to the airport with no clothes on and barefoot.
Well, it actually was kind of better. At least you get to go to the airport and have family members walk you to the gate and say goodbye and do all that.
Did they have planes when you were?
Yeah, I don't. You were using your feet, right? And just.
I came over on the Santa Maria.
Stop it.
Foodies, alert. They're rejoicing in Philly.
Yes, they are. The James Beard Foundation took over the Bellevue for its Taste America culinary series.
Big crowd.
The event featured 14 of Philadelphia's top chefs and rising stars. Organizers say the event is a celebration of the local flavors and independent restaurants that make the Philly food scene world class.
Oh, did you hear about this? A shuttle.
In Cape May County, it's a new option for people going between Cape May and the Wildwoods.
Yeah, it's a hop-on, hop-off shuttle. It's kind of a bus service. Is launching Memorial Day weekend. They're going to call it the Coastal Cruiser Service. Will stop at a number of popular spots in the area, including Sue Serio's home. Oh, you didn't know that? You could stop at the Cape May Lewis Ferry Terminal, Cape May Brewery, Willow Creek Winery. What is this, a booze cruise? And the Hawk Haven Vineyard.
It sounds like it.
Good Lord. It'll run on Saturdays and Sundays between 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. every weekend through Labor Day. So a day pass costs $40 if you buy in advance, $45 if you buy it right then when you jump on the shuttle. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right. Why am I getting a vasectomy, injecting myself with Ozempic, and moving to Finland? Dr. Mike is here.
We're going to find out all that with him.
Oh, yeah.
Answer all those questions.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Hansen. Happy birthday, America. Here's to the next 250 years.
Good Day Philadelphia is sponsored.
I be A-okay. I know I be A-okay. When I see trouble come my way, I be making lemonade. I know I be A-okay. I know I be A-okay.
Well, is he going to use the song again?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Bryson?
Well, so it's A-OK, and it's been his walk-up song for years now.
Oh, years.
The Phillies put a microphone on Bryson Stott during practice, and he cracked up with his teammates with this very relatable admission posted to their TikTok.
Hey, don't make too much fun. I'm still on my grandma's phone plan. Yeah, she knows.
That is awesome. I'm on my grandma.
No, listen. She been with.
How about hey, Grandma? Hey,
No.
Grandma, thank you for the years.
There's no reason to
No.
go there.
Time out.
How about the call, Grandma? Hey, I'm gonna switch it over. Okay, I got you. Get on my plan.
Yeah,
I got
you. Should
you.
be paying for your grandma.
No, time. So it's unlimited, but she gets HBO Max for free. And if I come off the plan, she don't get HBO Max. Yeah.
You can pay for it.
No.
Grandmother did.
Yeah, I'm grandmothered.
Are you kidding me? Bryson Stott is 28 years old. He's on his grandmother's phone plan still?
And he says he gets HBO Max, so you know.
Off of her too? Oh my God. If I had to guess, you're still on your parents' phone plan.
No, but it was a very big deal when I got taken off. Or it was like, they were like, we think it's time. And I was like, no.
What, last month?
No, it wasn't last month. But we had to have like a conversation about it and all this. But because it's still like connected with her, her name pops up. Like if you don't have my number saved, people think her government name pops up when you call. So
Your mama?
Yes, because the line was started under her. Yeah.
When was it?
Do you still? What about your daughters? Are they still on yours?
No. I kicked them to the curb right out of college.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Well,
they were in the high-paying, fancy jobs. Listen, this journalism thing, you weren't making a lot, straight out.
I haven't paid for phone service since 1999.
Oh, that's because you do all your business on the work phone.
That's right, because I have nothing to hide like you. She has a burner phone.
I do not have a burner phone.
You have a
I always
personal
said, that way, if I'm let go, how am I going to call my mama and tell her what happened? I need to have something.
That's true. Here, if they dump you, they
say,
take your phone,
turn in the phone,
your keys, and escort you out of the building.
And you have no one to tell.
That's right.
Who am I going to call
Yeah.
for a ride?
How? What am I going to do?
6:47. Good morning, everybody. On this Thursday, starting to see some jams in the traffic cams. Here we go. Southbound 95 heavy from Cottman down through the Betsy Ross Bridge through that work zone. SEPTA run with delays, equipment issues on the Broad Street subway. Also some crew issues on the Thorndale Regional Rail Line. Schuylkill Expressway. Earlier accident eastbound right near Montgomery, leaving a little bit of a delay here as you come inbound. No problems going to Kelly or to MLK drives. You're good to go there. And they're going to slide on up. A couple of accidents on Route 73, which is Cottman Avenue, right at Central Ave, and then an accident at Knights Road at Academy Road up here in Northeast Philly between Academy and Street Road. And in Conshohocken, we got a crash at Elm and at Oak. Forecast for today and the weekend ahead. Subi's got it in 15 seconds.
See that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there?
Yeah.
I only paid...
Enjoy your new car. Yeah, you too. It's a Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Lease an all-wheel drive Hyundai Tucson SE for $209 a month or get 0% APR plus 0 payments for 90 days. Hurry in.
Do you realize that today is the last day of winter? Well, if you didn't, I just told you. Here's our neighborhood in the historic district of Philadelphia. Warming trend on the way, just in time for spring to start tomorrow. And for the first weekend of spring, it will be mild. We have a few chances of showers here and there, but that's springy too. High pressure way down here by the Gulf is going to be influencing our weather today and starting gradually to warm us up just a little bit each day as we head into the weekend. So planning ahead, tomorrow morning we are dry. By tomorrow evening, I would say 8 o'clock, we've got a few showers spreading through the area. Not a big deal. Gone by about midnight, and that's our first system. And then the other one is on Sunday night. It looks like it's going to be probably about 11 o'clock into early Monday morning. 2 chances of rain as we head into the weekend, both of them at night. So not bad at all. 50 degrees today, 63 tomorrow, 65 on Saturday, and 68 degrees on Sunday. Beautiful for the first weekend of spring. A little chillier though after we get that cold front that comes through on Sunday night. But that 48 degrees won't last long. And oh wait, no, I'm gonna
Is this
show
you again?
Yeah, this I didn't mean to show that right now.
That's okay.
I thought it was a different graph.
For the light though, which is good.
I did stop for the light. They switched around the lanes though. That lane that I'm in used to be the go-ahead lane. This is Market Street getting onto I-95 for the first time.
And you are not
in a year.
You are not shooting with your phone.
No, I was shooting with my sunglasses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know you had
Meta
glasses.
sunglasses. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah. She's like a cool kid.
Yeah, she's hip.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the bottom of this, because I said at the top of the hour that I am getting a vasectomy. I'm going to inject myself with Ozempic, and I'm moving to Finland.
It's quite a list.
Dr. Mike fills us in on why I'm doing all this, especially today, because it is Vasectomy Thursday.
Well, guess what? March Madness, that's when people get vasectomies. 20 to 30% uptick in the number of people that are getting vasectomies. Why? It's a simple procedure, but you need 2 or 3 days to sit on the couch. Wait a minute, what a better time to do it than if you're a big basketball fan. All right, now I have to show this, because what is a vasectomy? And I think we need to know.
Well, you're cutting your vas deferens.
Yes. You knew that.
That's why we call it vasectomy.
You know, you are scientific. You're scientific.
Is it because you had it done?
No, but I've spent a lot of time in that area.
Okay.
Anyway, all right, so the bottom line here is that what they do is they go in, it's a simple outpatient procedure, and they cut the vas deferens, that's where the little sperms kind of go up there, and it's safe, it's effective, and it's the time of year to be doing that.
What, is it 100% effective rate? Or can
Pretty much. It does take a little while to kick in. It takes about 2-3 months, and you have to get a sperm count to make sure you're shooting blanks.
Also, isn't it true you can reverse it?
It's not easy, but you can. Yes.
Flip it and reverse it.
Yeah.
See, I'm not doing that. I don't want to inhibit my vital essences. I'm not doing that.
You're not doing it?
No.
Okay.
No, not that I need my vital essences anymore.
I mean,
but
okay, can we get to as you like to say, the bottom line on this?
Yes.
GLP stuff. You got how many different? You got Ozempic and Zepbound and all those other ones.
Yes.
If you get on it, it seems to really help.
Yeah.
Do you have to inject it or take a pill the rest of your life?
Well, this is what this study just looked at. There are tremendous benefits to these medications, not just weight loss and diabetes, but reduction in risk of heart attack and stroke, dementia, kidney failure. It goes on and on and on. It has revolutionized how we practice medicine.
Is it one of the biggest medical breakthroughs in our lifetime?
I would have to say yes.
I agree.
Seems like
This just keeps going. Now, here's the study, though. If you stop them, and a lot of people stop them because of cost or they have side effects, after you are on them a couple of years, you have these tremendous reductions in risk. If you stop them, however, the risks come back, which is kind of understandable. So people say, well, Dr. Mike, I don't want to take something the rest of my life. Well, guess what? You might just want to, because if you want to be alive and live a long, healthy life, you might want to do this.
We take other things on a daily basis. Just add that to it, I guess.
And I predict the cost is going to go down as competition continues, all of that.
And the study also said that a lot of people who go off of it, 60% of the people put the weight back on. Okay.
So why are you moving to Finland?
Because a new survey came out, the happiest countries in the world. Finland was #1.
Yeah, and all of those Nordic countries seem to, and you want to hear this? Costa Rica is on the list now, number 4, I
Pura
think.
vida.
Yes, why? Because of a couple of reasons. One, family ties, stability of family and friends. You have people, and we've talked about this a billion times. You know, when an animal gets away from the herd, they don't do well. So we are social beings. That's number 1. And in Finland, there is more of an equitable distribution of wealth. And so they have an amazingly robust welfare system.
Free
so
healthcare.
that if there's a recession or whatever, all of those things come into play.
Why can't we have those things here? We should have free health care. So, well, he's a communist.
Well, hey, listen, I love you both.
So?
You're wonderful.
I also feel like for Costa Rica, I'm sure the weather helps. Like, Costa Rica's beautiful, the weather's great.
But what an outlier in that survey. They're all Nordic countries, and then Costa Rica.
Yeah. Well, don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy.
Amen.
All right.
Be happy. Amen.
Yeah.
1 in 3 households in Philadelphia are eligible to receive up to a $1,000 grant to pay their PGW natural gas heating bill this winter. With the average annual residential heating bill at $1,400, a LIHEAP grant could cover most customers' winter heating costs. To see if you are eligible and to apply, simply text WARM to 77037 or visit pgworks.com/LIHEAP. PGW, helping ease minds this winter. Good Day Philadelphia.
That's Minneapolis. Remember the good time we had there for the Super Bowl? We won that Super Bowl, by the way.
I don't remember that building, though, that's changing colors. Do you remember that one?
No.
I mean, it's been, what, how many years since
Well,
we've
I
been to
believe
Minnesota?
that would have been February of 2018.
Yeah, so it's been a while.
Gosh, that's 8 years ago.
I know.
Holy moly, where's it going?
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is where I'm going when I retire. I'm moving to Minneapolis because there's a nursing home, and nursing homes in Minnesota could start serving booze if a proposed bill is passed.
Booze and bingo.
Yeah.
So at a hearing on the bill, senior living residents said they want to enjoy adult beverages without having to go out in the snow or being cooped up in their apartments.
Right.
The proposed new law would let nursing homes serve alcohol at events or activities that are specifically for their residents.
Right on.
Allowing our facility to coordinate this happy hour affords us and our families the peace of mind that we can enjoy life, but not be out slipping on the ice to stop and get our box of wine.
Senator Hemmingson Yeager.
Boozy Betty.
You gotta get that box of wine. So the facilities would still have to follow all other state laws around alcohol, including making sure the servers are at least 18 years old. Oh, you only have to be 18 to serve alcohol?
In some states, yeah.
Wow, but you can't drink it, but you can serve it?
Well,
How do you know you made it right? You
some states you can drink it at 18.
Well,
some states.
Really?
Yes.
I thought 21 was across the
Back when I
US.
was alive in Kansas, we could drink at 18.
Well, that was how many years ago? I'm just saying, like, I thought it was across the board you have to be 21 in all the states.
I didn't know that you couldn't serve alcohol in a nursing home in Minnesota.
I didn't know either. Well, they're getting that changed. They're motivated and ready to go.
Let me tell you, these people have booze under their beds.
Well, they want.
Yeah, come on.
They want to enjoy it in the common areas and have events. And, you know,
Right.
they want it to be official, not like sneaking in the room.
Give them what they want.
Yeah, I mean, so I wonder what the laws are here. Can they have it here? Well, Pennsylvania is really intense with their alcohol.
Somebody watching the show will
laws.
know the alcohol rules in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware, and let us know, please, on Twitter.
Because boozy bingo sounds like a great time, you know?
Sure does. Bingo. 7 o'clock.
From the Fox 29 studios, this is Good Day Philadelphia.
Hey, TSA. We have more travel troubles. Long lines this morning at Philly International as we inch toward the weekend. Quick update, police are still searching for a suspect after a crossing guard was assaulted in Darby Borough, and now the neighbors are speaking out.
Every time you get uncomfortable, you're going to reset. It doesn't work like that.
There is a $5,000 reward now for any information. Senator Anthony Williams joins us this morning. And more March Madness. Number 14, Penn, the Quakers, taking on number 3, Illinois tonight. But bad news this morning, and it's having fans feeling sick. I'll explain.
I'll give you electricity, give it to you.
And are you ready for some baseball?
That ball is crushed deep into the night, into the second deck. Wow! Solo home run, Kyle Schwarber.
We are 1 week out from Philly's opening day.
So apparently you can serve alcohol at 18 in the 3 states, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware.
And apparently there was a law enacted. It's 21 in order to be able to drink across the board in the U.S.
Oh, across the board?
Yes. Sue looked it up. She said it was enacted in 1984. So I don't know where you've been, but I'm just saying.
Well, I moved from Kansas in 1981.
Uh-huh.
So 3 years, I have not been back.
Oh, okay.
Good day, everybody. It's Thursday, March the 19th, 2026. It's a vasectomy Thursday. Here's Sue.
Thanks for that, Toss.
Sure.
Let's go outside because we're right at prime sunrise time now, and there is that desired mix of sun and clouds. It's kind of cloudy here, but we're going to see sunshine and clouds kind of trading it off throughout the day today, and it is the last day of winter. Hopefully we won't see too much more in the way of wintry weather, but today we're going to give you an 8 because we do expect sun, some clouds, and a temperature that is warmer than yesterday. Bus Stop Buddy is still bundled up though for this morning because we're still in the 30s, right around freezing. You will need your shades at some point today. Later on, we could get into the 50s, probably the lower 50s, but we'll take it. 35 degrees right now. Sunrise is official at 7:06, just a couple of moments. A couple of temperatures here in Phoenixville. It's right at freezing, 32. Same for Kutztown and Lansdale. Garnet Valley at 34 degrees, 34 in Dover. Hamilton, New Jersey at 30. Trenton's at 31. That's where we are right now. Yesterday, we only managed to get to 40 degrees. It was really chilly yesterday with some sunshine. So here's your day of the year, Bob Kelly. It is National Backyard Day. So with 50 degrees, maybe 51, you can maybe enjoy the backyard for a couple of minutes today. Clean up some of those branches from Monday.
Exactly. Cut the grass, go slide down that slide. I'm good to go. I'll be there at TikTok, 7 o'clock. Good morning, everybody. Live look at the city skyline from the Camden Toll Plaza. No problems up and over the Benny. You can see the sun beginning to rise and bounce off the towers here. Let's come over here. We got some problems on SEPTA. We just canceled a train on the Doylestown line, so that's going to create overcrowding and a longer wait time and eventually skip stations as it gets closer to the city. Equipment issues on the Broad Street subway. Had an early morning crew issue on the Thorndale line, so we're running with some delays there. Ooh, look at this sunrise. Here's a live look. South Philadelphia. Isn't that cool? I put that in the postcard rack. Over South Philly. Now, we got the big NCAA games tomorrow, but the practice is open to the public today, all day long, down here at the Xfinity Mobile Arena for the folks heading south down toward the airport. No problems getting there along I-95. A couple of travel tips. First of all, if you're going to the airport, I know we'll go to Morgan in just a moment. We got 17 delays, 3 cancellations. Pay no attention to those TSA wait times because they're not being updated. We don't have enough guys and girls to work the actual machinery, let alone update those wait times. So pay no attention to that. that, especially through the weekend. And if you're planning for maybe an Easter trip, you see us all these delays. If you haven't booked anything yet, maybe look for flying out of some of the other airports that are in our area to avoid the crunch that we've been showing you down there at Philly International. Mike and Alex, back over to you.
You want to see some crunch?
Let's do it.
Between 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock this morning, you're about to see some video that we shot, and that's just the beginning of it. They're not even close to the TSA, those people standing right there. Let's get to a wider shot. Look at the people crowding onto escalators, staircases. They're stopped.
Like, I don't even see a line. Like, does it even come? Like, it just looks like a crowd.
I don't know that I've ever seen an escalator stopped. They had to stop it so people wouldn't fall off of it. It goes all the way back to baggage claim. Now, it has to be better now. Morgan, what are you seeing?
It's definitely better. I mean, it's like night and day compared to what we were seeing at 4 o'clock this morning, 5 o'clock this morning, even around 5:45. The wait times right now are about 3 to 5 minutes, so it's really not bad. It's pretty empty in here, and that's usually the case around this hour. Around 7 o'clock, we start to see it die down. But yeah, it was pretty chaotic earlier, and people, they were not happy and saying that they had never seen it this crowded. I've never seen it this crowded. I mean, Mike, when you were talking about them stopping the escalator, that was just crazy. So at least if you're heading to the airport right now, it's not going to be too bad. But Terminal A West, Terminal C, and Terminal F, those TSA security checkpoints, they are still all closed. So you do have to come here to D&E and also B. So we've been hanging out at D&E all morning. And again, it's not bad right now. But all these closures are a result of the partial government shutdown. The operating hours for TSA, just so you guys can know, Terminal A East, that's going to be from 4:15 a.m. through 10:15 at night. Pre-check's going to close at 6:30. Terminal B, 3:30 a.m. through 9:30 at night. And then Terminal D and E, 3 a.m. through 10:30 p.m. And then that free American Airlines shuttle is going to continue running as usual. So that connects A West, A East, B, C, and F. And officials here at the airport are recommending that people arrive about 2.5 hours early before their flight. And then if you're traveling internationally, maybe 3.5 hours, just because